Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders had nearly a 14-point win over Hillary Clinton Tuesday in Wisconsin, but because of the Democratic Party's rules on delegate selection, that big win in the votes only gave him part of the state's delegates. Sanders won 48 of Wisconsin's 96 Democratic delegates. Hillary Clinton picked up 38 delegates, and she also has the support of most of the state's 10 superdelegates. Sanders did pick up one Wisconsin superdelegate on Thursday when State Representative David Bowen, who's also the vice chair of the Democratic Party, endorsed Sanders. But several other Wisconsin superdelegates remain uncommitted, including our next guest, Jason Ray. It's good to have you on the program.
Thanks for having me, Mike. I appreciate it.
So state your current position. You're uncommitted.
Absolutely.
Who will you commit to and why?
So I am one of the uncommitted delegates for the National Convention as a member of the Democratic National Committee. And the way that I'm planning on casting my vote when it comes to Philadelphia in July is supporting the candidate that has the most pledged votes, pledged delegates going into convention from all across the country. Both in my role as a member of the DNC from Wisconsin, I also serve on the executive committee representing the Midwest and the national chair of the Youth Council. So I really feel in those three areas, it's really important that I help pick the candidate and vote for the candidate that is leading the pledged delegate count nationally.
So Representative Bowen said, I looked at the numbers, and the people of Wisconsin spoke clearly. They wanted Bernie Sanders. He won by a significant margin. And so I'm really representing the wishes of the constituents that voted in Tuesday's election. What do you say to that argument?
Well, I think it's got a couple things. First, I look at who my constituents are, and I'm elected at the state party convention every 4 years by members of the Democratic Party of Wisconsin. When I actually looked at exit polls, it showed that Democrats in Wisconsin voted 50-50 for Sanders and Clinton, that it was a split. It was the independents in the state that really pushed Senator Sanders over the edge to really give that lead across the state. But I also really think as party leaders, we're really responsible for helping to make sure that we are identifying candidates that we think are potentially best to help lead the party and the country forward. And I have a lot of respect for my colleagues. You know, Representative Bowen has a right for his opinion, as does the other members who've endorsed Secretary Clinton, that we are all committed to the future of the party. And I know at the end of the day that we'll all support whoever that nominee is and work to make sure that the 45th president is a Democrat.
Do you have any problem with the fact that Bernie Sanders was not a member of the Democratic Party and ran as an independent when he was representing Vermont?
You know, I know for myself personally, I am really looking for a candidate that has been a party member, that has worked to elect Democrats up and down the ballot. But I know that regardless of the outcome, that Senator Sanders will be committed to helping advance those progressive values. He shares our beliefs. He shares what we're doing, and I know that in the end of the day, if he's the nominee, he'll work just as hard to help bring his political revolution to the U.S. Senate and to Congress and other state legislative races across the country.
Describe your life these days. What's up with your telephone? How much pressure are you getting from the various campaigns to go one way or the other in this race?
I'm not getting as much from the campaigns as I am a lot from just regular voters across the state and across the country. I woke up on Wednesday morning with probably 100 tweets and emails at me from folks saying, we want you to support candidate X or Y. It's people on both sides who have a strong opinion one way or another, and I think it's great. I really love hearing from folks who are excited about a candidate, who are getting involved in the process, some for the first time. And I really appreciate hearing their perspectives. But in the end of the day, I'm going to go and vote for the candidate that has the most pledged delegates nationally. And I know that all of the other superdelegates that are out there will also commit to that candidate as well in the end.
Bernie Sanders says that, and his campaign says, that when people begin to see how well he's doing, and if he were to win New York, that they're going to be able to convince some of these superdelegates who are currently committed to Hillary Clinton to support him. Do you think there's any chance of that happening, or are those Clinton commitments pretty strong?
I think those Clinton commitments are pretty strong. And in particular, if you look back at the 2008 cycle, then Senator Clinton had a commanding lead of the superdelegates against then Senator Obama. And as Senator Obama began to take the pledged delegate lead across the country as the nominating contest went on, he started seeing some of those superdelegates switch in 2008. This time we look at it, right now Secretary Clinton has a really commanding lead in just the pledged delegate count. And that's all that I'm looking at right now. When I see the media kind of doing the delegate breakdown, I only look at that pledged delegate level. And she's got a commanding lead. And with our proportional rules as a party and the way that the nomination process is structured, I don't see those unpledged superdelegates changing anytime soon.
Final question. Are you worried about the tone of this campaign? It's gotten pretty argumentative in the last few days out in New York, and there is at least one school of thought that says some of Bernie Sanders folks, if Hillary Clinton is the nominee, will stay home in November. They will not vote for her no matter what.
That's the most depressing part to me, is actually that I actually had some
You think
folks.
that's a possibility if she were the nominee?
I hope not. I think at the end of the day, people will come together and know that we have to defeat Donald Trump or Ted Cruz, whoever their nominee may be. But when I look at the tone of this race, I'm really proud of the substantive debate that our two Democratic candidates have had so far. When you compare it to the circus on the Republican side, I know that I can hold my head high and be proud to be a Democrat, because we're talking about the issues that really affect average Americans and really are about making people's lives easier in this country.
Go back to that point, though, you were going to make. You said you find it depressing. What's the depressing part?
The depressing part is that, I do hear from folks who say that they won't vote for one of the two candidates at the end of the day. And, we really need to unite behind one of them when it comes to the convention. And I know that come July, when we're in Philadelphia, we will unite behind that person, and we'll have a really solid effort in the fall to elect a Democrat as president. Jason
Ray is an uncommitted superdelegate. He's also a member of the Democratic National Committee. It's good to have you on the program today.
Mike.
Thanks very much. On the Republican side, Ted Cruz won 36 out of 42 Wisconsin GOP delegates on Tuesday, while Donald Trump won 6. You'll find a delegate count on the election blog of our editorial partner, WisPolitics.com. Coming up next on Up Front, what's being said nationally about how Wisconsin shaped the race for president. And remember, for political news and information throughout the week, you can follow me at Mike Goucher on Twitter.